writer with 20 working languages, and this is where we talk about languages and language learning and all sorts of other stuff, and we play games. This is Elise with an update on the ongoing Inessa Armand translation project. We now have 37 of the 38 extant essays and speeches by Inessa Armand translated into English for the first time, and we are just short of the halfway mark on the fundraising progress as well. This enrichment of the English language Marxist canon has only been possible with your support, and it's been a real lifeline for me. So anyone who would like to support this project can find links in the description for how to do so, and everybody who has already supported it has my sincerest thanks. Perfect. Okay, 3 of 4.
El hospital.
還元一級の先というのは、本当に誰も知らない字ばっかりでしょうね。私は
Okay, we've leveled up and it is time to pick another language. Morfar är tröttare än vanligt. Maten är färdig. And let's see what we're doing when we get back. Greek. We're doing Greek when we get back. Ben neredeyse her gün okula giderim. Fun fact. Turkish. Hello, Shakespeare. How you doing? Fun fact, in Spanish, the word for bishop in chess is alfil. And that actually comes from Arabic. Fil. The same word fil as this. Meaning elephant, because the bishop traditionally was to represent elephant units somehow. Similarly, in Russian, the word for bishop is squab, and that also means elephant. Okay. This is Elise with an update on the ongoing Inessa Armand translation project. We now have 37 of the 38 extant essays and speeches by Inessa Armand translated into English for the first time, and we are just short of the halfway mark on the fundraising progress as well. This enrichment of the English language Marxist canon has only been possible with your support, and it's been a real lifeline for me. So anyone who would like to support this project can find links in the description for how to do so, and everybody who has already supported it has my sincerest thanks. Ça, c'est ça, que c'est ça, non ça, c'est ça, sol chi sa che nulla sa, ne sa più di chi ne sa. Ecco.
Bonjour et bienvenue à Hyper Polyglotting avec Élise. Moi c'est Élise, traductrice, éditrice et écrivain avec 20 ans de travail. Et ça c'est la transmission en direct ou en jeu des jeux, surtout Shogi en dernier temps. Et parle des langues, de la linguistique, de l'acquisition des langues.
10-159. Haven't made a huge dent in it, but we're getting there. Okay, gonna do some Chinese now. Nej. Man. Igen. Jo. 5. Ducks are drinking wine. Bangba, okay, Bangbas is duck. Okay, I have now leveled up. Let's see what the XP is. Hello and welcome to Hyperpolyglotting with Elise. Yokozo okoshi itadakimashita. I'm Elise, translator, writer, and editor with 20 working languages, and this is the stream where we're gonna play some Shogi and just talk languages and language learning stuff. How's everybody doing, chat? As I just get everything set up here. Okay, looking good. Boom. Hey, Badger, how you doing?
対局剣士 試験飛車
身の囲い。
片身の囲い
ああ、よし。何をすりゃいいんだ? Okay, this places me in an awkward spot. Well, but not really. With any luck, I can trap this kaku, this uma となった角ですね。ああ、これなら損害は最小限に抑えられたと思いますけど。ああ、くそ。Okay, that was not great. Hola, ¿cómo estáis?ちょっと罠にはめてやる。これなら出口はこっち。ああ、よしよしよしよし。 失ったな。だけどOkay. Somehow I gotta turn this around, but I do not see exactly how. I do have a kaku in reserve. That's something, I guess, but...そういう解釈ではくそ。よかったな。時間的にはまだマシだんだけどね、ちょっと。
7分。
Find some kind of breakthrough here, and it's not looking great. Yeah, that is absolutely not looking great. That is looking deeply non-great. So, 突破口はねえのかな。くそ。Oh, well, good. There's plenty more Nazi bands I'm sure they've got. Although I have a feeling they will not have done it on principle, though. They should have.
5分
Axel. Yeah, I mean, he's been hanging out with neo-Nazis for a long time now. He had a whole thing where he was doxing Portland area anti-fascists for a while. All of it seems to have started out several years ago when he decided to crash out after he was told that he had endorsed a book by a Holocaust denier, and rather than say, oh wow, I probably shouldn't have done that, that's kind of sucks, he was like, no, I'll endorse whatever book I want. And since then, I mean, he's been just buddying up more and more to the far right. Like, he actually did like this interview with Matt Heimbach, the neo-Nazi leader, where Matt Heimbach actually felt that David Rovix was being too anti-Semitic, which is really something considering how anti-Semitic Matt Heimbach is. He's, yeah. Like, when the fucking, when Caleb Maupin's, dodgy little cult was in, was in town, he headlined for them. So unfortunately, there are like a couple of songs of his that I actually liked, but I mean, he's just managed to be such an asshole. I actually have some satirical song lyrics that I've occasionally taken out and worked on called Anyone's a Better Anarchist Than David Rovix. I haven't looked at that in a bit. Okay. Okay, I have to find... Once again, I've found myself... It's like the people who are actually good at this show up at this time. Because I had a 5-win streak going. Last night.
You lose.
I had a 5-win streak last night, and you would not believe it for this.
お前が先手だ。
Okay.
対局開始。相振り飛車。
囲いをまず完成しないとな。
片身の囲い。身の囲い。
Okay. Yeah, he's managed to fly under the radar a bit there because I think probably in part because he's somebody you don't hear about that often. But yeah, I mean, speaking of music, this thing that's playing right now is something I sort of randomly got inspired and composed this. This one is not looking as bad as previous ones. Ah, 29球だからこそそんなに負けてねえんだ That's why. Just noticed this person's rating, and of course I'm not getting my ass kicked. This may be this person's second game ever. I am initiating them into the world of getting their asses kicked at Shogi. Snogi. Well, I guess it is cold. Oh wow, I am actually not doing wonderful on time. We gotta wrap this one up. There
厳
we
しい
go.
戦いをよく乗り切ったな。
Okay, that was an improvement. My ass was not completely kicked that time.
お前が先手だ。
Ah, 先
対
手だ。
局開始。
よし、角道。開けっぱなしだ。
試験飛車。
8級ですよね。だから
片身の
用心し
囲い
ないとな。
身の囲い。 Ooh, thank you. ごちそうさま。 Hello, River Rune. How you doing? Kind of fine with that trade. Oh shit, I am way behind on time. So I need to do something about that, clearly.
3分。厳しい戦いをよく乗り切ったな。
Okay, there we go. Finally, we're getting into some actual good results here. It's beginning to look like I was gonna just keep getting my ass kicked, which was just really funny after I had like a... Speaking of good results, sometimes you learn a new thing. Yeah, I mean, he can fuck off. If he wanted to be patronized by decent people, did not think that racism was a great thing, he probably should have actually responded a little bit better when it turned out that he had endorsed the book by a Holocaust denier. Other people made that mistake too, and then when they found that out, they were like, oh shit, that's not a great thing that I just did. Obviously, if I'd known that, I wouldn't have spoken so highly of him. But... and Rovix wanted to be a special little boy.
美濃囲い。
And... I mean, he's been doing a glitter ever since, really. I mean, I don't mean in the sense of, like, transphobia. I mean in the sense of deciding that he's just going to double down on something that he absolutely never should have, just because, I don't know, it's easier than just admitting he fucked up. Yeah. I mean, I think he skates by to a certain extent just because you don't hear about him really from, like, one year to the next. At least I don't. Oh, damn it. No. That wasn't a good trade. Now I've got to find a way to make up for that. I mean, it wasn't the worst possible trade, to be honest. Okay. Let's see if we can trap him. Hamerareta zo. 出る道ねえんだ。
7分。
Okay. Okay.
見事じゃ。
やっ
したかし
ぞ。
将棋ウォーズは
これはもう
始まったばかりじゃ。
3連勝でしょ。昇進までは何パーセントかかる？ 72.8% だぞ。 OK. Not bad. Okay, this is going. Okay, finally, I've gotten into the swing of things. %. I'm more than half of the way to making it to 8
お前が
Q.
後手だ。対局開始。
Okay, 今回は後手だから。
試験飛車。
これからまず皇室の安全の確保だ。キングセーフティー。
片身の囲い。身の囲い。
Need to watch the clock a little bit now. Yeah. Yeah, that's where that's where I've been, like, even before any of this. It was like there was some stuff. He had some lines that were kind of nice, and then there was a lot of really dodgy shit. A lot of stuff where I just wasn't sure exactly where he was going with it. Good, this is causing Gairu Rokyu to run down the clock a little bit, so I'm not in quite as much potential time trouble as I had been. Jikan rilei wa mada mada 迫ってないんだけど、それでもたった10分というのは対局はちょっと早く済ませないとダメだということだから。
7分。
Okay, now I'm ahead on time. Worst places to be, time-wise. Okay. Oh, I never listened to that much of him to begin with. Like, what are you thinking of? I'm fine with that. If anything, that simplifies my life a little bit.
5分
Oh wow, I'm now actually doing very well on time. Though positionally, there are some things to complain about.
悔しいじゃろ。この悔し涙を力に変えるんじゃ。
Okay, and with that, it is time to take a little bio break. I will be back in just a couple of minutes.
Hi, and welcome to Hyperpolyglotting with Elise. I am Elise, translator, editor, and writer with 20 working languages, and this is where we talk about languages and language learning and all sorts of other stuff, and we play games. This is Elise with an update on the ongoing Inessa Armand translation project. We now have 37 of the 38 extant essays and speeches by Inessa Armand translated into English for the first time. And we are just short of the halfway mark on the fundraising progress as well. This enrichment of the English language Marxist canon has only been possible with your support, and it's been a real lifeline for me. So anyone who would like to support this project can find links in the description for how to do so, and everybody who has already supported it has my sincerest thanks.
Perfect. Okay, 3 of 4.
El hospital
還元一級の先というのは、本当に誰も知らない字ばっかりでしょうね。私は
Okay, we've leveled up, and it is time to pick another language. Morfar är tröttare än vanligt. Maten är färdig. And let's see what we're doing when we get back. Greek. We're doing Greek when we get back. Benedese, her beautiful husband. Fun fact. Turkish. Hello, Shakespeare. How you doing? Fun fact, in Spanish, the word for bishop in chess is alfil. And that actually comes from Arabic. Fil. The same word fil as this. Meaning elephant, because the bishop traditionally was to represent elephant units somehow. Similarly, in Russian, the word for bishop is sword, and that also means elephant. Okay.
This is Elise with an update on the ongoing Inessa Armand translation project. We now have 37 of the 38 extant essays and speeches by Inessa Armand translated into English for the first time. And we are just short of the halfway mark on the fundraising progress as well. This enrichment of the English language Marxist canon has only been possible with your support, and it's been a real lifeline for me. So anyone who would like to support this project can find links in the description for how to do so, and everybody who has already supported it has my sincerest thanks.
Ça, ça, c'est ça, ça, que c'est ça, non ça, c'est ça, sol qui sa, che nulla sa, ne sa più di chi ne sa. Ecco. Bonjour et bienvenue à Hyperpolyglotting avec Elise. Moi, c'est Elise, traductrice, éditrice et écrivain avec 20 ans de travail. Et ça, c'est la transmission en direct ou en jeu des jeux. Surtout Shogi en dernier temps. Et parle des langues, de la linguistique, de l'acquisition des langues.
10-159. Haven't made a huge dent in it, but we're getting there. Okay, gonna do some Chinese now. Night. Night. Fun. Yen. Yo. 5. Ducks are drinking wine. Bangba, okay, Bangbas is duck.
Okay, I have now leveled up. Let's see what the XP situation is now. 10,340 out of 12,500. And as always, viewers can choose my next language for me just with a follow and a $5 to my Patreon.
Sotto le frasche del capanno 4 gatti grossi stanno. Sotto 4 grossi sassi, 4 grossi e grassi gatti. Un généreux déjeuner régénéré des généraux dégénérés. Un généreux déjeuner régénéré des généraux dégénérés. Facile. Sì, ecco, la gente, è la cosa che mi dice la gente, sempre che scoprisce che quante lingue parlo, io sempre avevo l'impressione, diciamo, di che non era così, non era tan così, ma poi...
Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I mean that was wild. Like the first time we brought that up with Rovix. God, I mean this has to have been 10 years or more ago. A friend of mine has the screenshots from the exchange going back to then probably. I don't know if she still has them because she hasn't like had to pull them out in a while. But I mean, it was wild because there was all sorts of it was all like BDS activists and Palestine Solidarity people, and like Attila the stockbroker was in there, which is like the one time I've ever interacted with Attila the stockbroker. I'm not even particularly familiar with him other than that he has an epic stage name, and everybody was being so nice. And like, just here, this is what this guy what Atsumon stands for. This is what he says. Are you cool with that? With like lending him your name? And because like this was around the time that Atsumon was really starting to move away from just being like dog whistling, and he started just going on the radio and saying things. Yeah, I'm not sure whether the Holocaust happened, and it's like. Yeah, I think we're pretty certain that it did happen, though, dog. I think we've kind of resolved that fucking question. So, like, nobody would have thought less of him if Rovix had said, you know, like, oh, wow, shit, that's what this guy's about? Yeah, fuck that. Fuck him. And, you know, everybody would have been cool, because everybody Atsumon was actually a kind of a tricky fucker at the time. Like, he was being very careful for, you know, the first few years of his career as somebody who makes, political commentary and stuff. He didn't want to immediately wade into that stuff and show his full power level. But by then, it was very clear that it was over 9,000. I mean, it was wild, and like, he's had all that time since then to say, oh wow, maybe that wasn't great, and instead he said, no, the kids are wrong. He did a fucking Principal Skinner, and that's where we are. God. And it's unfortunate because he did have a couple of good songs. There were songs that I have his that I had in my playlist, and I was so pissed off about that I took them out. Sente. Okay. I mean, it was like, I don't know if any of you in chat watched Chappelle's show back when that was on, back when David Chappelle was funny and not just sort of an asshole who was getting money to just say asshole things. But he had this bit called When Keeping It Real Goes Terribly Wrong. And it's all these, it's these guys, these sketches where this guy could just let it go and it would all be just fine. And they would go on to great things, and instead they they couldn't let the shit go. Except that this time, like in those cases, in those sketches, those guys were actually in the right. the stuff that they were letting go was absolutely stuff they really shouldn't have to let go. And this was like finding out that the guy whose book you endorsed is actually a Holocaust denier. Ah, 6級ですよね。じゃあ気をつけないとな。This thing that's playing right now, this is like this spontaneous inspiration that I think is kind of neat. Yeah, these clarinets and piccolos that are sort of, it's like they're signaling between each other or something. Okay, I'm not familiar with that one, but like the title sounds like it actually could be kind of good. Oh, まだまだうっかりだな。Oh god, yeah, actually I do know that one.
7分
7 damn it. Well, I can work with that. Kind of.
5分
Not sure what the fuck I'm gonna do here. We'll see, I guess.くそ。こんなことになるとは。これひでえな。しないとな。あ、くそ。大手だな。大手られたな。
おいしい将棋じゃった。勝利はすぐそこじゃ。
すぐそこ。私の元じゃなかったけど。まあ私の手には勝利なんかなかったけどな。
お前が後手だ。
よし、後手。
対局開始。
7、9。これからよし。
見美写。
哀れなくはこい。なかこい。ちゃんと掃除しに来たな。Okay. This is starting to look a little bit less dire for me. enjoy. Have a good drive. Shit. Okay, that was rubbish. That was rubbish.
Lose.
Okay, and with that, we're going to switch over. Turn the background music off. And let's see what we've got. Okay, this could be this is from Yuru Gengo Radio, and it is like expressions, somewhat obscure and intellectual sounding expressions for saying that somebody is full of shit, which sounds pretty good. That sounds like it could be interesting, so let's check that out.
インテリ悪口パビリオン
イエーイ
And for those who have not been watching these occasionally on the stream, this is a podcast apparently quite popular in Japan, a linguistics sort of podcast, where Mizuno-san, who is the Gengo otaku, who follows language stuff, possibly a linguist. I don't know his background exactly. If Brian is in here, probably Brian will know. And Horimoto-san, who is new to linguistic stuff, and they talk about just language and shit. Hello, moin Ulrich Zinzin. And let me see, where's my chat window widget thing? Okay, there we go. So they're talking, these are terms apparently in Japanese for someone who is full of shit. And I'm very curious. They're from a book apparently that one of them or both of them wrote called Kyoyo Waruguchi. Educated
イエイって
insults.
言ったけど何インテリ悪口パビリオンって
インテリ悪口パビリオンの時間です
毎回さなんなんパンクラチオンとかパビリオンとかさ好
Pavilion.
きすぎないパで始まってんで終わることが説明しなきゃ
Pancration?
はいはい、
はい堀本さんが相方の堀本さんがですね
うん
ついにこの処女作のね
うん
インテ
ちょっと噛んでましたね処女作ちょっと難しいけど処女作
言いづらかったちょっとはいインテリ悪口本を出版されました
いやありがとうございます
Oh, Horimoto-san no. Okay, so this is Horimoto-san's book from Kobunsha called Interi Waruguchi Bon. And I want this book. I'm gonna have to, I think I remembered to look it up. I'm gonna just drop the link in chat once I find it. But I'm mostly getting, because I want this book. Interi Waruguchi Bon. It's in Japanese, obviously, but if that is not, okay. Interi waruguchi bon. If that is not a barrier, then it seems like it might be quite interesting and at the very least entertaining. There's the link. That is by...
ありがとうございます
いやありがとうございますもう本当
はい
皆さんも予約してくださってありがとうございます
ね 幸いこう初速
教養悪口も。
初版5000部の予定だったんですけど
I mean, and this is another example of just how practical Japanese can be with the meanings of things. Because the word for, like, shit talking somebody is just waruguchi. Waru? Bad. As in waruiji. And kuchi? Kuchi? Mouth. So, like, literally just bad mouth.
部になりまして
1万ってもう結構な数字ですからね。
でしかも発売と同時にもう3000部って言って
いやーでかいね
もう一杯みたいな感じでま
今
だ増えなんだってそう 1.3 万部
ああでかいっすね。
ですね
ここからちょっとね
嬉しい
ここからは勢いが大事というか、
そうですね本当
ここで
に
失速するとね
そうですね
急に終わってしまうので、
私あれらしいんですよ
私も欲しいよ。
電車広告出してくれるらしくて出版社が
Okay.
この
So
本見るのみたい
anyway,
なのがあったらしくて
I'm gonna skip ahead so we can get to the actual
1月5日から出るらし
expressions.
くて
This is the intro.
見ただけで今はやっております
無限重版編が
無限重版編がね鬼滅の刃みたいに言うな
うん
そういう話ではない
もちろん違います。
断っておきたいですね
インテリ悪口は公費のために。It's public interest information.
はい。
Okay, here we go.
では私の方から
はいはい
エントリーナンバーワン
はい
参りますね。
パビリオンナンバーワン
はい。乱水。
はいはいはい
乱水。乱水。それは乱用のようで、の乱ですね。多くの人間、ネイティブでも、この乱を、乱用の場合には書き間違えますよね。でもそれは、水に、監督の監ですね。山水に監督の監、水、乱水。So, so that is, let me just make sure you can actually see it, so that people who can actually read the kanji can also see the kanji. And if you can't, so ransui, okay, now I'm curious. I'm gonna look up the definition here. I mean, it sounds like somebody who just says things without any regard to whether they are anything. What is it? Rampui. Yeah, ransui. Lanchue. Yeah, it exists in Chinese. No teigi. To wa. Oh, don't do this to me, Chrome. Chusei no Senwo wa U という弾くのは好きで楽人の大勢集めていたが増えているような真似をしてほうきを習っていた。Wait. So, okay, it is a medieval term for a scammer.
です
Okay.
ね。これ実は堀本さんにずいぶん前に伝えた時にこれもまたね採用してもらったんですよ。
コンテンツにしたわこれ動画かなんかで使ったわ
そうなんですよ。堀本さんの個人の YouTube のね方で使ってもらったんでちょっとここにも皆さんに紹介したいなと思
いい
うんですけど。
ですねこれいいですよね
はい、これ乱水っていうのは漢字で書くと川が氾濫するの乱ですね。合ってるか？違うな。
反乱じゃなく、乱用、職権乱用ということだよ。
氾濫の乱ってさ、狂乱怒涛の乱じゃね？
それは
違う。Yeah, this is the thing. See, if you watch, for people who are unfamiliar with the Japanese language and the many things one learns to do while speaking it, Mizuno-san is doing a thing you see a lot. He is writing the kanji with his fingers, trying to work out which of the many kanji called ran this could possibly be, because there's midasu ran, which means to like create confusion and chaos. Then there is kyoran ran, which means like madness. And then there's ran as in a chrysanthemum. It's a chrysanthemum, right? No, that's ran. No. God damn it! What flower is that? Fuck. It's a flower anyway. Now I'm gonna have to look, and now I'm gonna have to remind myself. And then there's like a column, and then there is none of those are the right one though. This is a relatively rare one unless you do like law, and it is as in you misuse.
ない
あ、違うわ、反乱の乱であってますね。ごめんなさい。はい。だから、三髄に監視の監ですね。はい。
珍しく水野さんと完全に意見が一致していたというか、
はい。
なんかわけわからんこと言うから反乱の乱ね、川が氾濫するの乱ねって言う準備してた
みんな反乱の乱と思い込んでるんだ。この乱用の乱が正解だとするが。
ああ、一緒だ。初めてかぶったってなりました漢字の説明が。
そうね、これ反乱の乱だね。
そうだね。
はい、みだりにと読むやつですね。
それはわかんないけど。
はい。で、水は服。
みだらに
だと。つまり、みだりに服と。
笛を吹くの服ですね。
はい、笛を吹くの服ですね。みだりに吹くと。これはですね、笛吹き集団の中に、笛が吹けない人間が紛れ込んだ時にできた言葉みたいで、要はその笛わーって吹いてる時に一人だけ吹けないと。自分が
okay. Wow, okay, this is interesting because this is not the only time I've seen this become the basis of an expression in Chinese and Japanese. Okay, so it's basically you've got a group of like flute players, a group of flautists, except there's one guy in there who wants to get paid for flautistry who cannot cannot play the flute. And there's a 4-character Yojijukugo about this, about some guy, like some king comes into the area in ancient China and really, really likes a particular instrument and wants all the best players to assemble. And they do, +1. One guy who has the instrument cannot play it and has decided to get paid for being with the rest of the guys and just sort of imitating them and like lip syncing, except with his fingers. And it works until the next king decides he likes solo acts better.
こう入った時のこと考えたらね。
There was apparently an epidemic of this in like medieval China and Japan, of people just sort of showing up with an instrument who couldn't play and not playing and hoping nobody noticed and getting paid. And I am there for it, actually.
でその結果他の集団誰よりもめちゃくちゃ吹いてた
乱水だよ。
一番あいつ目立ってんなみたいな
空気になった。そう、あいつめっちゃ熱心に
楽器乱用だから。
なったとこからできた言葉で、意味としては無能な人間が才能のある。
Okay, and this is from there's a category here. 口だけのやつらへの悪口。So people who are all talk. 無能な人間が才能があるように装うこと。So somebody who has no particular skill, but acts as if they do. So like sort of a Steven Crowder.
そういうことっていう意味ですね。
Sort of a Tim Pool.
ちょっと実名は出せない。
Sort of an Aspengold. Like hell, like I mean, half of the like shitty but also very big streamers. That's them.
学習したんでこれ。
はい。
実名は出せないですね。
学習したんで実名は出せないですけど、
これからもこの調子でね、特に具体例は出さずに
そうですね。
パビリオンしていきましょう。
パビリオンしていきたいですね。でも乱水の何がいいって、それ例え話なわけじゃないですか。はい。つまり無能な人がやたら目立ってるというか、それごまかしてる時に使えるわけですけど、直でも
ごまかして目立ってる。
使えますよねこれ。
どういうことですか？
例えとしてじゃなくて。子供の小学校の学芸会とか見に行って明らかにあいつ吹いてねえなみたいな覚えられなかったんだろうなみたいなやつ見つけた時に乱水だない
や
直で言えますよねこれは
乱水 Yeah, I mean anyone who's ever had to do group projects there's at least one 乱水 somebody who appears to have done the reading, it knows how to appear to do the reading, hasn't necessarily actually in fact done the reading, but is going to get credit for doing the reading because everybody else did.
そうですね。案にそれ無能だと言ってるんですけどね。
これは AI だよ。乱水。これは人工乱水だよ。能力はねえんだ。能力は全くゼロだけど、なんか能力のない人間に対して能力 欲があることを見せかける、人工才能の持ち主だよ。これは AI だ。人工卵巣。
2way で非常にいいなと思います。
そうですね。そして短いですからね。
This is the special skill of most most AI. It manages to appear to have a particular skill as long as the audience is made up of people who lack it and therefore are in no position to evaluate it.
覚えやすいかなというところで、
覚えやすい
はい、エントリーさせていただきました。
いいですね
卵水でございます。
じゃあ僕逆に長いやつで、
はい
これめちゃめちゃいいなと思ったのがシャンパン社会主義者。
はい。
Oh wow, this is just something that they took from English. That's just literally champagne socialist,
はい
okay?
はい。
これ
Which, I mean, is ironic because if you are a shakai shugi ransui, shakai shugi, 全く分かってねえバカなら、あいつ社会主義者気取ってるけど、シャンパン飲み上がってさ、でも、社会主義者は、反シャンパン派じゃねえんだよ。社会主義者はシャンパン飲んでいいんだよ。だから、あいつシャンパン社会主義者だぞって。それは社会主義乱水のセリフだ。それから、let's So now I have to restart, I have to restart OBS, so I will be back in just a minute so that you